Shola Funsho and from a family of five. I grew up in Jos, was schooled at University of Maiduguri. I did my primary school, secondary school at Jos, and now I'm married, happily married with two kids. I am a therapist. Over time, I have noticed, friends, colleagues, people I grew up with, passed away in different funny ways. But these days, I'm beginning to see that really life is a gift. Wake up every morning, you give, appreciate God. I'm the first child of my family, so and though I'm a girl, I'm a woman, but I see myself as a leader. I see myself as someone that should make things come out well. I love seeing people looking good. One, I like seeing people happy. I get uncomfortable when people, complain about one or two things. I want to assist and I'm not able to. Then coming down to what I do right now, because I started as a makeup artist, really. I started as a makeup artist. While working on people, I noticed some things that, made me challenged to want to make them better. So I want to be able to pass like joy, make people happy, make people comfortable, possibly make the world a better place as much as I can. I had great dreams. I still have them, and I'm grateful to God because I've been able to achieve some of them. I had an incident with a woman while walking. This woman complained to me about her body and how her husband does not appreciate her. And I decided, okay, what is the problem? I realized that it's childbirth that affected her. It affected her in such a way that she had shrinked body, including her breast. That was a challenge for me. I started thinking, what can I do? How can I make women, especially women, mothers, not just women, to become, because you could be married and not, but you're a mother, to still appreciate your body and even your spouse appreciate you. I started working towards it. I started doing investigations and I was doing research. I read lots of books. At the end of the day, I needed to further my training because I have some training with Ojiloge in Lagos, face to face in Jos. I finally traveled to South Africa to have a very wonderful training, and it helped me. In fact, when I got back, I called this woman. I said, I've gotten a solution to this thing. She was grateful because by the time she used the product for like 3 months, she has seen results. Her skin has started straightening. The balls that was wrinkled has started straightening. And these things they're natural things that we can easily get and find around us. The moment I graduated and went for service, I decided, that was 2007, I decided to start listing in a proper manner. Though I've been doing it from the house, I had lots of clients, because when we moved to Abuja at Maitama, I was doing it from home and I was having, good clients coming around and all. But I wanted something more. I wanted a situation whereby the people will come, they'll be happy, the serenity of the place, we welcome them, and when you have a bigger picture of something, your dreams are like higher, wider. So when I got married, I told my husband, this is my plan. And then he was like, okay, I'll support you in any way, which I started. Though there was not enough capital to start, but I tell you, you can always start whatever you want to start in this life with little or no capital. What is the most important is your focus, you put your faith in this thing. You don't give up on what you want to do, because if I tell you how I started, I'm sure you just stay laughing. I actually started with a couch. I graduated to a chair, and later on I got my bed. And after getting the bed, I was motivated. In fact, people were now like, Shosho, you need to get a place, which I did. And though it's challenging, because to get your product, especially getting the right product, because a lot of people are into this thing and they just get anyhow products used on people. Most of my clients will come and say, I've done this and I got breakouts. I went to do this and this happened to me. I'll be like, see this place as your last bus stop. After this, you can give up on this. And by God's special grace, each time I walk, people come back smiling and bring in more clients for me, because I even scarcely do adverts, but word of mouth works for me, like seriously. So when they have a session with me, by the time they're coming back for the next session, they're so happy and there's improvement. There's this saying that says, when you go for a facial treatment, be sure of having a breakout by the next day. But I don't know how God has been doing it for me. When I do this treatment, it continually heals. Normally in this part of the world, Nigeria or maybe Africa, but I think since I'm in Nigeria, I will talk about what I know here. People see masseurs as people who are loose, or let me just break it down, prostitutes. They feel it's a job for prostitutes. Sometimes, like, I have clients that are referred by doctors. We are therapists, not prostitutes. Professional therapists, trained. As a matter of fact, when you go to a massage school, like the one I went to at South Africa, the name of the school is Face to Face at Parktown. When we are going through our training there, it's like I went for, I think, a 4 or 5 months course. At a point, my sister was like, is this Cambridge? Because you need to study hard for you to pass. If you fail, you rewrite the exam until they are sure you've gotten this thing. So how can such a person be called a prostitute because you are a masseuse? We take care of people's body, the pain. We elevate pains for people. At many a times, like I have a client right now that has, she's got what do you call this pain again? Sciatic nerve pain. And I have to answer to her almost every Sunday to elevate that pain for her. She has been suffering that pain for like 8 years before I met her. And then she was surprised when the doctor told her that you need a masseuse or a massage for this thing to keep, for the lump there to dissolve, and then you feel better. Sometimes during the cold weather, it's really hard for her. She can't sit in the AC. Some people that use the system a lot, they need massage. Some people that drives a lot, like they are always on the steering. Some people that sit a lot behind the system, they need this massage. It's not something that is some come for pleasure. They just want to have a relaxation massage. But a lot of people will say they want a deep tissue massage with aromatherapy treatment, to elevate pain, stress them less, and they feel better. They smile well going, thanking you. Oh, thank you. I feel a whole lot better. So these are part of the challenges we meet. People that don't know about this thing, things that it's prostitutes that do massage. I have been someone that, though not very perfect, I try to walk to perfection. I try to be as perfect as I can, because what we are dealing with is the skin. I always tell myself, and how my teacher trained me, I'll have lots of teachers because I keep upgrading. I have gotten this from 2 teachers. You are working on skin. The moment you destroy somebody's skin, it takes 28 days. The person will wait 28 days before that skin starts to heal. Nobody has that kind of patience. So I went straight into what I wanted, really. So looking at me, I'm not sure I made a mistake choosing my career, because it was what I've always wanted, even as a student. So as I was graduating, I went straight into it. I barely worked. I think I worked for like 4 months. I didn't deviate, because someone that when I want something, I'm resolute about it. There's another thing. If you are resolute about what you want, you keep at it, you will hit it. So making mistakes about my career, I'm not sure I made any mistake. I chose what I wanted and I got it. Other challenges involved, especially in massage, is if you're not skillful about it, you're going to have lots of pains. I remember the first person I massaged. It was a 45-minute massage, and it felt like it was 45 years of stress I carried on my body. Because by the time I was done, this person was feeling very good. She was like, this thing is good. I didn't know that massage can really take off pain this much, because I actually worked on the pressure point. But at the end of the day, she was smiling home and I was like broken. I had to look for a masseuse myself. I had to go to another place and do my own massage and get myself together, because all my wrists, my fingers, the joints, my whole back, the thorax, my neck, everything was so painful. And I complained to my teacher that I thought this thing was that easy. It's just to. She now told me, yeah, you've gotten the theory part, but you have to now use your head. When you're doing the massage, she asked me to flow. She asked me to flow with what I'm doing. She asked me to enjoy what I'm doing. So another thing is, you need to, if you want to go into this kind of business, you need to enjoy what you're doing. When you enjoy what you do, you are going to feel stressless. You won't even know when you're done. As in, if you're not even checking your time, which is part of our principle, you will pass the time because you just keep enjoying what you're doing. It's very important that whatever we do, we enjoy it, we love it. So doing, you have no problem. To be honest, I started as a model. It was not funny because I'm sure you have an idea of how people see models. Maybe now, this time we find ourselves, things have changed, and then maybe models are beginning to be appreciated. It was a bit hard for me as at that time, coming from a Christian background, and my dad too was hammering, what kind of thing are you into like this? You dress half naked and what have you. That's what modeling is all about. Either you showcase what you're wearing, or rings or shoes. You can model anything. Okay, at a point I was not like, I will not continue with pageants. Let me do shoe modeling and dress, model clothing. Still complaining, model, as in, leave this thing. So I now went into makeup. What I started doing is, I started making up these models. I refused to leave them because I love this whole fashion biz, making people look good and all. I went into makeup. It has its own challenges as well, as in, it has its own challenges. You must understand what you're doing, the skin type, the shape of the face. These are the main things that led me into facials, into doing this beauty thing, that, okay, let it be a complete business. A lot of people were like, I'm wasting my time. Why don't I do a white collar job where I'll receive good pay? Yeah, as a makeup artist, they were like, an ordinary undergraduate can do this. Anybody can come and learn makeup. So why are you, a graduate, stressing over this? As a masseuse, they see a massage job as a job for maybe a prostitute, or a retired one, or someone who just wants to have a man and doesn't know how to go about it, and then she will disguise as a masseuse, but not knowing that this is a therapeutic work. It's as good as a doctor doing his job. You know, a lot of people were like, Shosho, is this what you're into now? And you have to travel that far to go and learn this thing. Something you can just go online. Of course, you can go online and just do these things. But then, I needed to be sure of what I'm doing. I needed to be, when there's any complaint, I can proudly say, this is what is wrong with you. Because there's a particular woman that was like, her husband is stealing that. Her friend, because she was an ex-banker. I don't know, I think she was a banker, yeah? So she wanted to start up something on her own, and she came for training, and she was not like, people are beginning to see her. I said that was how they saw me. That was how they perceived me. But now people are beginning to appreciate what I do, refer people to me. So now I have more confidence in what I do, because another thing I want to say is, whenever people are saying this thing, is when you don't know what you want or what you are doing, that you fidget or you get confused, and then you give up on your dreams. This is what I want, and I'm enjoying it. But so far, so good. Despite all the hustles and the stress in it and what have you, over time, there's this joy I feel when people tell me, I have been to so many places, I have not gotten this massage, this right. It gives me joy. It gives me fulfillment. Some people say, I've been treating this acne for God knows how long. It's just there. It's not even going. It feels like it's just there. But haven't come to your place. I don't know what you use, but it's working. Some people even say, whatever you're doing, keep at it because it's working. You know, the most difficult of these acne treatments, like zits. You know, sometimes when you see these things, sometimes you go like, how can I make this thing go down? But because you already know what you're doing, you just go straight ahead and do it. It gives you fulfillment. It gives you this joy and peace and confidence, you know, because if you're not doing it right, people will complain, you will lose clients, and then nobody will come to you anymore. Then it will now make you to even lose confidence and probably want to change your profession or your job. So, but I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I keep telling others I want to come into it. You need to love what you're doing, because if you don't love it, if you don't have passion for it, if you're not dedicated, because I put a lot of dedication to it. I study. I don't just go for my training and come back. I continually study like a lawyer. I continually study on this, find out why is this thing this stubborn. Maybe when I'm having a session maybe I give somebody 4 session, I notice the healing is not coming speedily. I make research. I try to find out, is it the skin type? Is it the blood group? Something. I keep making research to know, because this thing ought to have healed maybe in 3 weeks. You need to know your onions when you are doing this thing. That will give you confidence anywhere you go. Now I understand this thing, not completely, because every day we learn, but at least now I am very sure of what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing, and I'll continue to do this. To life, appreciate it. Just appreciate it. Take it as it comes. And when it comes, because so many things comes to you in this life, when it comes, for me, I just ask for wisdom on how to go about handling things in life. To work, you need to be dedicated. I am very dedicated to my work. I'm persistent. I'm someone that doesn't easily give up. I'm persistent with my work because this is what I want. I want it to be the best. I want a situation whereby people all over the world, not here in Nigeria, should be able to say, social concept knows what she's doing. So I'm dedicated to my work. I give it time. I check. I try to know the hustles in it, because there are lots of hustles in it. I try to know the hustle in it, and it's part of the dedication you are giving to your work. Then be hopeful, because when you start, you might not necessarily get people coming in the way you want it. So it might want to make you to give up, but just keep at it. Be hopeful. Keep at it. Be hopeful, and then keep talking about yourself. Like I did lots of free work. I'll just say, let me do this for you, because some people are just after the money, you know. But if you're not just after the money, you just want people to look like me. I want people to look good. I want you to have a better skin. I want you to live better. I want you to be able to have confidence, like part of my logo. Keep your head up with your confidence. Even though I am fulfilled in a way, but it's not full, it's not complete. Generally, I must say that God has been good. God has been faithful. Starting was pretty rough because I had nothing when I started. When I said nothing, I had nothing. I just started with faith, dedication, my dreams, as in it's always in my head, big, like I'm seeing the spa, I'm seeing everything complete, even though there was nothing. But today I'm happy. Waking up in the morning, getting ready to come to my place of work, it gives me joy. This morning when I was coming out, I was like, let me go and see how I can make people happy this morning. Let me go and see how I can treat and make people smile and say, Shosho, thank you for making me look this good. In this my business, it entails of a lot. So many people have come to tell me thank you, especially married women. A lot have been saying, because I always say this thing. I say it jokingly. Somehow it comes to pass. I will say, when I'm done with you, you come back and tell me thank you. And they always come back and say, Shosho, thank you so much. Hearing that alone makes me fulfilled. It's a dream come true. Because I want people to be happy. I'm not actually after your thank you. But you saying thank you shows that you're happy with what I'm giving to you. And that's why I'm grateful, I'm happy, and kind of fulfilled. My fulfillment is not filled yet, though. It's yet to be filled, but seriously, I'm fulfilled. Hearing thank you from people makes me fulfilled. So I'm persistent about making sure that this reality comes to pass in my life.